Good evening. Welcome to the Wednesday night public domain draw. Tonight is Daredevil. No, not that Daredevil. Well, maybe it's that Daredevil. I don't know what Daredevil you're thinking. But if you're thinking the Marvel Daredevil, it's not that Daredevil because he is not Daredevil. This is a Daredevil by a company or a guy named called Lev Gleason. So, let me share this out. Hopefully, we will get a few more people in here watching, and we can talk about this, that, whatever, and maybe we'll get a couple people in here drawing with me. Okay, so just share in there for Facebook. And I guess grab that link. Discord. We'll get it actually into the on air part of our Discord. We'll get our which one goes on here? Headphones. That way, if anybody comes in, I will be able to hear them. Yeah. Nah, ha 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 ha. Have an idea this evening. Okay. Need to get that. Hey, Cement Shoes, how are you? What's up? Am I showing up? What do you mean, are you showing up? I see your comments in the chat, if that's what you mean. Um, Other than that, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I wasn't seeing your comments at first because I was doing other things and didn't have up where I could see the comments for the chat. So, but I do now, and I should consider, unless something comes up, I should be able to continuously see them throughout the evening. But how are you this evening? Cement shoes. And I'm gonna double check. Yep, nobody there. There I am. There I am. I am there. There, 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 there. And it's Daredevil. I think there's a delay because I'm in Ohio, Ohio, Ohio. Maybe there probably definitely is a delay. But like just because we're wherever. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to do for this Daredevil? Hanging in there. Have you been pretty good? Pretty good. It's might be confusing people. If I remember, it's your mom. No, you're having to go into an old age facility. Were you saying Cement Shoes a few weeks ago? Hey, Chris. Chris, come on in. You use the Discord. It's been a few weeks. I'm about halfway through your book. Halfway? Maybe it's a little less. I'm not sure. Oh, here, let me. I want to show a couple other things too. Trump got Greenland? Okay, so yeah, I'm about, let's see. So are you watching on your phone? Do you have a computer in your room? What, cement shoes? So yeah, there I am about, that's where I am at, Chris, and I'm sure you can see. I'm close to the halfway mark. I'm over the third for sure. Probably about 40% of the way done. And I'm liking what I'm reading so far. I must say, Chris. Hey, and Chris, look what I got. I got. Let me. I got Rainbow the Fruit. I got it yesterday. Not Rainbow Brute by Ethan Van Sciver, but Rainbow the Brute by Divinity Comics. Made in like a month, a month and a half. Apparently, what's his name was actually on doing some stuff on Rainbow Brute. Oh, and for those that don't know, continue keeping Mike Miller in your prayers. He went in. He had a stroke recently, minor one. I don't know all the details. There is a Give Send Go here that I have up that I was told about. So far, it's raised just over $5,000. So going for 20 now for expenses. Let me. I haven't read it yet. It will probably be the next on my list after this one. Whenever I go to the laundromat, I bring your book with me to read, Chris. You should come on and talk about this. You know, it's pretty good. I know you're. Are you doing your show tonight, Chris? Or, you know, I've heard rumors that you're giving up on comics or something like that. Tim thinks that's what's going on with you. Is he the Mike Stan? No, no. That is Mike Walters that you're thinking about. I'm trying to get in, but into your Discord, but I'm on my iPad. I don't know about giving up. Okay, so if you're in Discord, you want to find the on-air channel in my Discord because that's where I am. But I'm refocusing some efforts. Okay, I guess I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I know I've got 4 cons this year. I've got a con in like a week and a half. Oh, and for those that got my book, you're going to end up getting, then that actually got a physical copy and have actually received it. You're going to be getting a second copy, and I'm going to be sending out an email hopefully tonight after my show about this. I'm not sure what pages. I got to count them to find out. Let's see. Let me count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pages 11, 12, 13, and 14 are out of order. They were put in out of order. So basically, the middle page was put in wrong. So I went to my printer and said, "Hey, these are wrong," and he's printing me up my copies again. And so I will be resending these out in with the right way. So anybody who received a physical copy will be getting another one. So, and these now go. Gods are gonna put them on sale for like $10. Production error. Canadian Shield first print comics. So I'll have the regular one and the thing. I'm gonna have to put these in a certain box, production error or something like that. That way I don't get them confused with the real ones. So, anyways, we got the first two panels done of uh, Snowdrift 2 by Alpha Proto. Which, let me grab that. Copy. Let's show that off. I like that a lot. I am really liking alphas. And you know what? I don't really want fire effect. I've lost the I've lost the location. The location of what? On air. Just you scroll down through the menu on the left. Your Discord. Well, in the description there should be a link to it. But I could probably grab a link. White people. Edit link. Never use is no limit. Generate new link. Copy. There you go, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey, I think I'm kind of working.
Yeah, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nobody else sees you, but I saw you for a second, and then I switched over my screen so I could see the chat.
I don't blame you, man. Oh, that's interesting. Anytime I do this, I get screwed up, but I had to download the app, so I had to figure it out.
There, you can see me at least and what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
So, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic.
Yeah, you sound like it. Not. No.
No, I'll be coming on the air tonight to talk a little bit about the stuff because really I've been in hiding for what, 3 weeks, I think. And
Yeah.
man, it's just and that's all I'm gonna say. It's just but I'm still drawing, I'm still making comics. I haven't quit.
Oh, that's
Um
good. Tim was under the impression that you had quit.
no, I think he probably got the message about the show confused in with comic book creation because we were like the last 2 to 3 weeks I've just been like, screw it, I'm done. Done. Didn't want to do the show. But
Any
now I kind
reason?
of have to because
Any particular reason why?
yeah, because my show sucks.
Oh.
I'm like, man, we've been doing this for like how many years and it's still not going anywhere. But
Wait, what do
um,
you mean? You're up. Well, on your Hero Shack one that you started at 0, you're up over 100 subscribers.
well, that's true. That's true. But like, it's just it's. I don't want to spin my wheels too much. I hate spinning my wheels.
Yeah, well,
But
just don't despise small beginnings. To quote some scripture
uh,
at you.
yeah, well, sometimes small and slow. I mean, it's all God's timing, but it can be quite
Annoying?
uh, no, not even annoying.
Right?
Discouraging, I think, would be a better word.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
where
get that.
you're like, God, do you really want me making comics? Because I need some signs.
Uh,
And then I
and
got the signs, but you know,
and I know what you mean because like I've been at this probably a little bit longer than you. Yeah, you've had some of your own characters for about as long as me.
oh no, I think you've definitely been making your Canadian show longer than I've been doing my Cyclopean in terms of time.
Yeah, in that
Um,
way. But you were into comics and trying to make yours a little way back. When, but then you
yeah,
got
well,
you got out of it. But I've continued in it. So
we were both probably, I don't know when you started, but I was a kid of comics. That was my dream too. Like that was just even if I didn't even think about being pro. I just thought, man, it's so cool to make comics.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
when I
that
did try to go Marvel, it was bad.
and that's more what I mean, you know. So in a sense, I've stuck at it longer, so I've been in it longer that and then that way than you, but at the same time, you've had your ideas for about as long as me.
Yeah, and in that time, I mean, I had to go do other things. Like I was in graphic arts, which is graphic design is not the same as comic books. It's so much graphic arts, like doing graphic design. Just some people, I guess, love it. I just will never love it
Yeah.
because that is really, I think I might have talked about this before with you, but it's like you get somebody coming in, a client, they're plumbers or they're mechanics, and you get an idea for a look and a style, and you're like, no, I just want a toilet for my logo. Oh, okay, you're a plumber, of course you want a toilet, right? So it's like it's so restrictive. You really fall into a whole different
Yeah, well,
scenario.
the thing is, they're not usually thinking creatively; they're just thinking practically. You know, they
Oh
don't.
yeah, they're probably right.
But unfortunately, sometimes their logo or whatever can help them stand out from the competition, and they don't think about that. They just think, "Oh, I just want something simple, right?" You know.
Yeah,
And,
I want grandma to know I unclog toilets the second she sees my name. And it worked,
yeah,
but I mean still it's stifling.
yeah. So yeah, so I've been reading Darkness Skies, and
Oh yeah?
I'm just to where I don't want to give too much away without. I'm
Do you
past.
know the do
Pardon?
you know the name of the cardinal that's currently in the book? Like you know how there's
Well, they're sort of in between Cardinals.
gotcha.
There's been a long lapse of no Cardinal because the
Yeah.
one guy giving up because of
Yeah, so you're almost a wild card.
pardon?
You're almost a wild card.
Yeah, and
Yep.
like what I'm reading, what I've read so far, I really like. I think for the most part, you did a good job of straddling the line between Catholicism and I hate to say this, but real Christianity.
Yeah, it was inspired, the original cardinal was based on uh, Eric Tamburino's Catholicism. So I did incorporate some of it, but it was weird for me because that's not where I stand.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh yeah, priests and you know, uh, yeah, Mother Mary and things like that. Oh yeah,
yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely liking where you're going with it. Um, I'm not reading it at home just in one straight shot. I'm going to the laundromat and I'm taking it there for something to do, for something to read, and not, I am almost at a point where the last time that when I left the library, not the library, the laundromat the last time, I almost wanted to keep reading when I got home. It is
well,
actually that's so I'd say it's definitely getting good. You know.
the biggest problem I've had with Darkness Dies is it took so long to make that I almost felt like I was isolated. Um, like after doing Cyclopean, it was like 3 or 4 books a year. It was like, oh man, like I haven't done anything this year, but I had. It just didn't come out until until it
Yeah.
was done. And even then, you'll get to the ending, and I'll be interested in seeing your thoughts on it. Because the ending, while I liked it wasn't what some people expected, and that kind of textured how I took the next 3 weeks. Um, I was, I don't know. It's weird because I'm never ungrateful for criticism, but sometimes it's not that you didn't write a good story, it's that you didn't meet the expectation of the reader. And that's where I was like,
Yeah, I get
okay, I
that,
got
but
to regroup.
you've got to be satisfied with the story that you wrote, that you liked the
Oh,
way
I loved it, you know?
Yeah, well,
The thing is,
I didn't assume otherwise, but I'm just saying, in general, like,
but
yeah,
like that's kind of how I've always fueled myself.
you're hoping the reader likes what you've done, but if not, it's like this is my vision, like I can't go too far to the left or right.
Well, and I think
Otherwise,
that's
it's
a
just
big
not going to be
problem.
me.
That's been a big problem is that defining the boundaries between reader and creativity and creator and all that stuff is an interesting thing for me because I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm going to be 57 this year, and I'm still learning how to make comics. Like we teach kids every week, how to put comic books together and stuff. And yet, it's like I think it's something I will never ever be able to say. Yep,
Yeah,
that's it. I've mastered it because there's always something that's improving or evolving or changing. And I think in Darkness Dies, like I've learned something. Like I told you, I'm restructuring. One of the things I'm doing right now is I'm working 2 books. Um, I'm working on Cyclopean 10, and then I'm working on a secret project off on the side. And I'm doing that so that like I'm not going to burn out, and I'm going to have like you get sick of drawing the capes for a week, you just turn around and you do the other project.
yeah. Well,
Because the other project is a superhero.
I thought you were gonna do a 12-issue arc for Cyclopean.
Oh, I still am, but I'm working on issue 10 for it.
Okay,
So
just with your email that I got the other day saying this is the end of the arc or whatever.
You told me you were finished issue 10, you were done Cyclopean.
well, I don't yeah.
And hello, Diana.
Hi. Drives me crazy if he does.
Yeah, yeah, you're supposed to yell at me on our show. Now you're yelling at me at Rick's show too. Nah, it's all right, man. It's just coming around and
Yeah,
getting out of a funk. It's and a lot of it is my own expectations. Like I expected certain things that I didn't see, which is okay.
yeah,
But it makes it when I say I'm refocusing and reevaluating, it means I'm looking at what I've done and how can I make it bigger, better. And one of the biggest things, I don't even think it's the quality of the books or anything. It's how do you break through and get publicity,
yeah,
without being an Ethan Van Sciver or, some drama queen. How do you just get out there and really show people how you adventure, your heroes and your stories and
yeah. Well, I'm actually doing 4 cons this minimum of 4 cons this year. I got one
I
lined
know
up.
about 2 I'm doing next year. I don't know about the rest. I don't know how deep we're going to go into it. We are still kind of adjusting to um, the new reality. Like Diana is the most awesome woman I've ever met, but after her strokes, I don't want to push her too hard. She does get fatigued, and quite honestly, I'm not the young, spry young man I thought I was either. I'm falling apart at like okay. So I'll tell you something. This last week, my arm has been so much pain. And I'm talking about my left arm because of bad ergonomics when I draw.
Yeah,
I had to go in and go see a doctor, and they're like, yeah, you shouldn't draw. My wife's telling him I draw 14 hours a day in one position.
He does.
It's not true. I move like
You do not.
little bits and stuff,
well,
but apparently,
from here to there is not. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but that's not really moving.
yeah, that's not what they're talking about. Yeah,
It's
but
like you got to move from here to here.
so the pain, the pain has been like making it harder to draw, and yet I can tell you that when the new project comes out, it's how do I put this? I'm trying to evolve and push myself into more of a artistic creative realm. And I think
Yeah.
this is going to do it because I've never done a true surrealistic book. And that's really what this is going to be. It's going to be pretty trippy, but no
Yeah.
superheroes. It's not going to be trolls. It's not going to be, Last of the
Yeah.
Reaper. It's going to be something different.
Okay. Well, I haven't read your Last of the Reapers, but here, take a
That
look
was
at.
a Christian book too.
If you take
But
a
that
look
was a
at,
very.
these are the
Go ahead.
first two new panels for Snowdrift 2.
Hang on, let me get over to where I can see you. Yeah, I was seeing this when I was in the YouTube. This was good.
Yeah, this is Alpha Proto.
Oh yeah, he's definitely talented, man. I like his work. I actually like him. I haven't talked to him enough, but when he's around, he's cool.
Yeah, we're getting hopefully getting him on here a little bit more. Raul, you know, I honestly would love to get you on a
Yep.
project for Cross Comics.
If I can find the energy and I make it through the next month, we got a good shot. Is that Daredevil that you're drawing?
Yeah, slowly.
I had to look him up. I had no idea what you were talking about. I forgot about the public domain one. I forgot about him. So it was like, I'm going, is he drawing yellow and black Daredevil? What's he? Oh no, red and blue. I forgot about him.
Oh, dear God.
What, honey?
Nothing.
Miss Diana is getting very perturbed at me.
No, it's just you, honey.
Yep, she's perturbed at me.
Actually, a project that I'm not sure whether I'm not sure who I wanted to do, but you might be good for it. I'm not sure. The origin of Toxico.
Yeah, you're into that guy, aren't you? Toxico.
Well, he's my character, right? It's a 32-page comic.
He's like your but is he like your main baddie for this chapter of the Canadian Shield?
No, just
No.
like I wrote I wrote a movie version of Canadian Shield, and he was the villain. So I used some of that, some of what I already knew. Well, I used a lot of that because I incorporated a lot of his origin in the movie. Just
Right.
to expand out the movie instead of just Canadian Shield 1 and 2 and the fight. you know, I had to incorporate I felt a little bit more to make the movie a little bit more expansive. So you get into the villain's origin and all that.
Is
I'd
that
already
the scripts that are on your Discord?
heard it.
I saw something when I was just in your Discord. It said Canadian Shield scripts. Was that for the movie?
No,
Or not
maybe.
necessarily?
Uh,
I was all over your Discord because I was trying to find this channel or whatever they call it. You know how like within your Discord you have all those little
yeah, I'm trying to.
subs and stuff, like it's different sections, and there was one that had Canadian Shield scripts, but I didn't have a time to look at it because I was, of course, looking for this show.
Trying to see where that is. Canadian Shield. What's it under? Art Rumble.
I don't know. It may have even been on your website because when I was first clicking the links, it took me straight to Cross Comics CA. And I did actually click on one that said it was an invite, but then when I was downloading it, I lost that location. That's why I was like, "Hey, I lost you."
Canadian Shield issue updates. There's scripts. There's just a room here called scripts. Yeah, there's a link to a PDF of a Canadian Shield movie script. So that's
there. You go.
So that might have been
I knew it was. Yeah, I saw something about it, and I'm like, "Oh, look at that." Man, Daredevil was a cool character. That was back, what, in the 40s, maybe 50s?
40s. Lev Gleason.
I wonder if he was Jewish. There were a lot of Jewish creators, but Lev sounds Jewish.
Yeah.
So he may have been one of the migrant, I guess you could call them Hebrew adventurers. I mean, that's what Superman was too, right? They were both Jewish.
Yeah, well, a lot of Jewish people were wandering a lot back then because, they didn't have Israel as a homeland at that point again.
That's true. Yeah.
And of course, we know a few years later they would get it.
And the world has not been the same since.
Thanks to a dictatorial dictator.
Which one?
The one with the mustache.
Yeah, I figured you meant that one, but I'm like, oh my God, there's so many of them in history now. So are you excited about Canada going to play with China for a while?
No.
I'm a little worried, but I think it'll all end up working out. It always does. God is good. He's got a plan. I've been saying that a heck of a lot lately.
Yeah, that's about all you can say to all much of the nonsense that's going on.
Well, there's been a whole heck of a lot of, I don't know what the plan is, but I guess you're in control still, right? And, of course he is, but.
Yeah.
Whew, it's crazy.
So, yeah, I've been doing a morning stream now, too. Well, I haven't got it as consistently as I'd like, but trying to get it fairly consistent Monday through Friday for an hour before I go into work. And I'm doing trying to read a Bible verse, try to do a verse of the day in it, say something, and then I go on to do either draw my lesson on Bible stories or my Insecto book.
Very cool. I haven't been able to watch you because I've been at work, but I envy you in the sense that if I ever get blessed to be in that position, I'd like to do that too. Just go on and draw and talk about God, do some stuff,
Yeah,
be creative.
Well, I do it just before, like I said, I do it just before I go to work. Well, almost. I get up at 8. I do it at 8:30 to 9:30, and then 10:15 I'm out the door.
Yeah, I'd have to do mine about, I don't know, probably 4 or 5, because I got to be out of here and to work for 8. So I'd have to do it really early if I was going to do that. That takes a lot, Rick. You're using up all that energy, Rick.
Yeah.
You could be drinking coffee, Rick.
Coffee. Yeah.
Coffee's terrible for you.
Why would I drink coffee?
It gives you that shot in the arm, that get up and go.
I don't need to get up and go. I get up and go. Hey, Metal. Metal's in the chat.
What's up, Metal? So how long do you keep this thing going?
I go to about 8 o'clock.
All right. Look, I'm going to jump because I got to get my show ready too. But
yeah. Metal
keep drawing
says
Daredevil, man. He's coming out good.
Metal says tea's greater than coffee.
I wouldn't doubt that. I don't have the patience to, like, when you're chewing on the tea bag, it gets all gross, and it's like tobacco. You got to spit it out. I just don't like it.
I don't think you're supposed to be chewing on the tea bag.
You don't dip the tea. I heard you dip the tea bag and then.
Oh, yes, you dip the tea bag in the water, and then you can leave it in or take it out, but you're not supposed to be eating the tea bag.
I thought you were supposed to pack that in your gum and just kind of, get the caffeine out of it, suck on it. Okay, yeah. I'll Google that and try the better way.
Yeah, and I'm sure you knew you didn't have to beforehand. So. I'm not as gullible as some people believing everything you say.
Yeah, I try. All right, man. I hope to talk to you soon. I'm gonna fly.
Yeah. I'll be on your show when you start. Well, if you send out the link.
All right, brother. I will. God bless you.
God bless. Thanks for coming on. So there we have it. Chris and Diana. More Chris than Diana. I thank them for coming on. Anybody out there else who wants to come on? Metal? I think that leg there is a little too thick. I'd say his costume reminds me of Snowdrift's, but I think Snowdrift's costume reminds me of his. I thought it's...
Rick, what do you want?
Oh, nothing. I'm just saying you can come on if you want. So how are you today, Metal?
Oh, I'm chilling for the moment. Just ate some hot dogs.
Well, hot dog!
And then I'm not running my normal show tonight because Arknight's Enfield goes live, so I'm gonna be streaming that probably all night and morning instead.
What time does that start, or...
It's gonna go live, I think 10 o'clock your time,
Okay, and what...
which may or may not be when I go live because I have to install it. I didn't feel like paying for the pre-order bundle that gives you like a bunch of stuff at the beginning. It is a free-to-play game, but you had to pay for the bundle to pre-download it on PlayStation. So I'm just have to wait till it goes live to start downloading it.
so that's gonna take half an hour or something like that, right?
I don't know. Depends. Our network's pretty fast. It's just like how fast does the PlayStation decide to go?
Yeah, but I was thinking it also depends on how big the file is, too.
It's a big game, but
And what is
I
this?
mean, I've downloaded something that was like 100 gigs in like 10 minutes on the PlayStation before. It just depends how it wants to go. It's called Arknight's Enfield.
Okay.
It's a free-to-play gotcha game because I play a lot of those, and it is a sequel to an older tower defense game. But it's not. I mean, I think there is tower defense in it, but that's not the main point of the game this time. Um,
Uh,
the old game's like a decade old at this point. I remember playing it when it was new. I really liked the world and the story, but the tower defense gameplay that they did nothing for me. So I ended up dropping it after like a couple of months. But the new one is like a open world action adventure game. They call it a squad based game because you actually have your entire party around fighting with you the entire time, even when you're in single player. The
okay.
way like a game probably should be. Um, a lot of the things that you do around the map when you're not progressing the main story are environmental puzzles and challenges. So you can actually build, like construct things like water pumps and stuff like that around the map. You can drain levees and stuff to get things that are at the bottom, the fill things to make stuff float up to the top. There are all kinds of different stuff.
So,
You can even create your own travel network, like zip lines that go across the map, so you get rewarded for your travel. It looks really fun. I've been
oh,
following it for a while now.
okay. And is it on any more than just PlayStation?
Oh yeah. It's PC, mobile. I don't know
So,
about other consoles, but I know it's on PC and mobile as well.
so it would it be on Steam?
I believe they probably have their own launcher. I don't think it's on Steam. I could check.
Mm-hmm. So, have you been following anything about the other new Minecraft type game, Hydra Layer or Hydra
Hightail?
Hightail? Yeah,
I haven't been following too much, and I watched a few people play it.
yeah, same here. Somebody that I
Yeah.
watched that plays Minecraft on a regular basis was playing it. A couple people, so looks
No, I
interesting.
was watching Saba play it, the VTuber, formerly known as Gargura.
Okay, so what do you think of that?
I think it's more interesting than Minecraft. That's probably the most I have to say to that. But
Uh,
I don't really have a lot of interest in Minecraft as it is.
yeah.
It was kind of reminding me, because I have some friends that I hang out and call from time to time with, and they play Minecraft, and they play like heavily modded versions of Minecraft,
Yeah.
and it was reminding me of like this heavily like modded RPG version that they were playing. That's what it was reminding me of.
Oh yeah. I've seen a couple of those. Well, I play with Minecraft with a lot of mods, a fair amount of mods. The best one I like is Create. I'm not sure whether you've heard of Minecraft Create.
Vaguely familiar with it.
It makes a lot of machines and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. Not that I do that, but I like to store some of the storage mods with Minecraft. Heck, the curse forge that I use to do that, they've already got Hightail on there. But so this Star Knight or no, said something else tonight.
Arc Knights.
Arc Knights.
There is building in that game. Actually, there's base building in that one, including basically like I've ever seen games like Factorio or Satisfactory.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they just call them factory builders or like engineering games, where you kind of like city plan a society of that's a factory. Part of Arc Knights has that sort of engineering factory building stuff to it. They know that that's not for everyone though. Like I'm not particularly interested in that, or else I would be playing games like Factorio or Satisfactory, and I don't. But the cool thing is that they do have options for most of the different game modes where the community can help each other out. So like if you're not into that type of factory building, you can get blueprints from other players to basically copy their stuff and have your people start building it. But it is a game kind of like, remember how we used to play Genshin together?
Yeah.
You can go into somebody else's world, and for people who aren't too much into the combat and stuff like that, they can get help from other players with the combat. One of the things I really like about Arknights is they realize that they're a live service game, so they're actually trying to utilize the benefits of being a live service game. You can even get build suggestions from other players for not just your bases, but how you build your characters and make them stronger.
Yeah. Oh, completely off topic. In for global comics, if you create it, as you know, I just recently put Canadian Shield 1 up there for free. In the same series, can I put like number 2 up there for a small price or whatever? Or
Are you talking about in Global Comics, right? Because I
yeah,
saw you put Canadian Shield up. Yeah, you can.
so I put it up and then
You can put a price on it.
okay, because I was thinking of putting it up there. I've been getting a little bit of traction. Of course, you added Canadian Shield 1 to your library on there, and I've gotten 3 or 4 extra followers since adding number 1 up there for free. So, and I just wasn't sure whether you could.
Well, I should add it to my library. I have credits on it.
Yeah. Um, I hate. I I just don't. I really don't find their thing intuitive. For
What, Global Comics? Oh, I find it very intuitive, but I don't know.
for
Maybe
more,
because I've been around doing things for a while.
well, I guess more finding for the minute. Trying to figure out analytics and all that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There is an entire analytics section.
Yeah, well, I guess I mean like how many people have read a comic and all that. I'm just not sure always where to go.
Oh, well, you want to go by like releases, right? So if you go to your drop down, there's a section that, there's your publisher page. It says page settings, analytics. You go to analytics, and there's a section that says releases under like content and revenue.
Yeah, it does.
And it'll show you per release. Like there's a drop down, and you can select on it. It'll show like unique readers, total visits, pages read, panels read. Panels read if you have it set up for panel by panel view. And you can adjust the time frame too. You can look at the lifetime for an individual thing.
The 25
And so
unique
like I can go to, let's see, where is Realms and Relics, right? I can go to Realms and Relics. I can go to all time, and I can see that after it loads. Might take a minute. That it only had on Global Comics specifically 28 unique readers and 652 pages read.
Okay, so 25 unique readers, 25 visits, 38 pages read. So that's like about 10 pages per person, less than 10 pages per person. Yeah, it definitely drops down a lot. Yeah. Page 1, page 2, page 3, 4. Average unique readers.
You can even see where you got referrals from.
Yeah.
So like some of my referrals were from like Google.com. Some of them were when I had my global comic set as my redirect at Top Web Comics, and some of them were just like internal.
Yeah, direct, I guess direct link, unique readers, 18, 215 pages read, one Google campaign name or something like that, I'm not sure. One unique reader, 13 pages read. Facebook. So announces. So you're signing up for the Arc Knights? Well, right at I guess you were saying 10. Do you know whether it's
Yep,
called?
yep. As soon as it's available.
Do you know whether it's cross-platform play or not?
Oh yeah, I believe it's all just one server. They even said like your save goes across it. So it's how these games always work now. It's almost like necessary for them to work that way. But like if you started it on the PC and you wanted to play it on your phone, it would be the same login. So everything just plays together.
Okay, that's good, I guess. Uh,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it, for sure. Might even cause me to drop at least one of the other games that I play, because it's gonna be like a time commitment. So it's like, well, maybe I'll uninstall Wuthering Waves. I don't even enjoy that one as much anyway.
yeah.
I already have a goal for which character I'm shooting for, which is going to be the second banner, I believe, at launch. Her name's Yvonne. She is a very pink dragon girl who uses a gun, and when she fires it, she goes do 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 do, which is funny. So I was like, yes, I have to get the funny doot doot girl. That's gonna be the one I go for. That's gonna be my main.
You, you said Pink Dragon Girl?
Yes, she's a normal like woman, but she's got like a dragon horns and a tail, and she's got like pink hair and pink clothes. Uses a gun, and she goes doot 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 when she fires.
Yeah, I'm not seeing her. Where? On the
You're not
homepage?
seeing Yvonne? Are you on Arknight's Enfield specifically?
No.
Are you're on the original Arknights probably?
Yeah, Arc Knights Global.
Yeah, no. You have to go to Enfield, like the end field.
Okay, so Arc Knights Enfields or just Enfields?
Yep. Ah, there it is. So you can get it Windows, which they'll have their own app. The reason it's not on Steam is because it's on the Epic Game Store.
Okay,
Epic
so
probably convinced them to take a deal.
is it KN or N? Arc Knight N?
Do you need me to send you a link?
Yeah, probably. You doing that in Discord or probably in Discord?
Yeah. They're basically giving everybody who plays at launch enough to guarantee a character they want. So it's like, since I already know the one I want, I'm just going to wait till her banner's live. The cool thing is, the way their system works is when you lose your 50-50, because there is a chance for a 50-50, if you are pulling on the current banner, they'll also have the characters from the last 2 banners available in the 50-50 loss pool. But because that would mean there are no characters added at the start, all 3 of the launch banners are going to be in each other's loss pools anyway, just so it's there. So technically, there's a chance I could get her already, but it's more likely that I'd end up getting the character on the banner. It's like, nah, but I want Yvonne, so I'll just hold. I'll wait. I'll play with the free characters that they give at first.
Where did you say she was?
Oh, I actually don't. Oh, yeah, there she is. So the 3rd tab where it says operators, there's like some arrows that you can drop down, and when you drop down a couple times and you see a pink-haired girl, that's Yvonne.
Okay. Mute site there. She looks like she's really into computers.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is a sci-fi fantasy game, so there's a lot of computing. But the one above her, the redhead, which is Leviathan, obviously named after Leviathan, is the first banner character. Yvonne's the second, and then Gilberta, the one under Yvonne, is the third.
Uh-huh.
And those are all the 6-star units.
And hello, Tim. Tim is here, saying, "Yo, Chris,
Tim.
what is, dude?"
Well, he's gone.
Yeah, Chris is no longer here. He was actually on the show for a bit on the panel. And he's saying, "What's up, Metal?" So, but he said he's doing his show tonight, so tune in. He's not giving up on comics. We talked a little bit about that and a couple other things or whatever, so. No need to fear. Chris.
Underdog is here.
Chris won't be here. Chris was here. No need to fear. Chris was here. Tim's sheet.
But to answer Tim's question to me, the opposite direction of gravity.
Yeah, so we had him on for about 20 minutes, half an hour. Diana was even there in the background. She said a couple things, so if you go back in a bit, you can listen to it. Tim's like, what? Laugh out loud, Metal. And you're welcome on too, of course, Tim, anytime. You should know this. But, of course, Tim just sits in the thing and tries to mock everybody.
That's the best place to be, honestly.
In the
Who
chat.
wants to be up on stream when you could just be in chat with no consequences, you know? Like,
oh, there's always consequences. It just might not be as major.
yeah, but see, like when you're in chat, you could just like leave at any time without telling people, without it being awkward, you know?
True. Yeah.
I mean, I could leave at any time because I know me just abruptly leaving wouldn't jeopardize my ability to come back here in future streams. But in some places, that is the case where it's like if you're rude and you just leave, the person would never invite you back again.
Yeah. I try not to, but
Yeah.
sometimes you can't get in a word edgewise just to say bye.
I know.
And it's like, okay.
I had to do that yesterday.
Yeah, what show was that?
On yours?
You did?
Yeah, remember I came on and Mike came on and
Oh.
Mike just kept yapping so much like that I couldn't even say bye. It was dinner time. I had to go, so I had to leave my notice in the chat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had a hard time getting
Yo,
a
how's it
couple
going?
words. I had a couple
Hey,
hard
hey.
time getting in a couple words edgewise with him too on my own show. But
Are you talking about Chris?
no, Mike.
No,
Walt-
yesterday when Mike Walters came on.
Oh yeah, yeah. How's he doing? Because I haven't talked to that guy in a long time.
Good.
Yeah, overall fine. He's dealing with like network issues right now, which is why like his show I think was canceled last
Yesterday.
night.
Yeah.
But I think they should have fixed it. He should be back on tonight. I think he's scheduled for it.
Is he still doing the same stuff?
Yeah.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I guess
doing,
that's consistency.
yeah, he's doing his thing, which is, decent. Everybody has their thing to do, right?
Right.
Man, I got too many things to do. I need to cut back on some of them.
Stop doing things, Metal. Damn it.
It's like, if somebody said, is Rick still doing his thing? If they hadn't seen him for a while and they asked somebody who's around, they'd say, yeah, Rick's still doing his thing.
Yeah.
Whether that's good or bad or whatever, it's hard to tell.
Right. Right.
I'd probably lie and gaslight them into thinking that you're planning to siege Parliament.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Who hasn't thought about sieging Parliament?
Not me.
I actually don't know anybody.
Yes, because you're not in, Canada or the UK or whatever. You don't know enough Canadians or British people.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't.
I know
I
plenty.
have no interest in their form of government. I'm not gonna run around with a Guy Fawkes mask on or anything. God save the Queen.
No, I think half the people I know in Canada are almost as far away from Parliament as you could be and still be in a major city. Like
Yeah.
something like Edmonton.
Well, federal parliament, because of course there is.
Oh yeah, there's local ones. Yeah.
Well, there's the provincial, which I think is Edmonton or Calgary for Alberta. Edmonton. I think Edmonton is.
No.
I think Edmonton is.
Do they all wear those? They all wear those stupid wigs.
Not here. That's in the UK.
No, they don't
What
even
is
do that
up-
there anymore.
Oh,
That's
they got
old.
rid of that stupid thing. What is
That-
up
that
with
was
that?
the-
What was the point of that?
That was just the fashion of the time. Anybody who
Oh.
was in like a stately area or went to parties used to do that. That went out of fashion a really long time ago.
And they
Yeah,
kept
but
it
they always-
in they
the
kept
pig-
it in the parliament for a while.
Yeah. They used
Yeah,
to
they
do that
always do-
here. In revolutionary time, people would wear their wigs to like stately business.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a whole party called the Wigs.
Don't wig out on
What
me.
was the point of them wearing that stuff in modern times? Was it just to keep it around?
It was
Tradition.
Yeah.
Well, thank God. I guess thank God they didn't try anything else. Hey, everybody, let's wear our hats backwards.
I looked it up, Rick. It is in Edmonton.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking so. It's just they've got two major cities there, Calgary and Edmonton, and
Yeah, they're like opposite sides of the province too.
yeah, well, yeah, one's south, one's northern. Edmonton's northern, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, and Calgary is like really close to the border.
Yeah, I'd actually like to go to both of those for Comic Con next
Me
year.
too. I've got friends in both areas.
Uh, uh, well, this channel had a friend in Edmonton till he got a little
You got
full of
ghosted?
himself. Till he got full of himself and got ghosted.
Yeah.
Oh, it's what's his name? The guy who kept like
Ilk.
running his mouth about Ilk. Yeah.
Elk, yeah, he tried to edit me from the chat.
Oh, yeah. Who wants to have someone out there telling you what you can and cannot say? I'd be like, yeah, this is my channel, buddy. You can go somewhere else.
And then when I didn't agree with him on something, and didn't look it up as fast as he wanted to or when he wanted me to. It's like, oh, he called me retarded. Oh, I'm not having that.
Oh, well, how rude.
And actually, he did it more than once. And I'm like, okay, buddy, first of all, let's come down. And this is a warning. You're not going to insult my intelligence and all that. And say, you're Justin on a genie maker. It's like,
A
okay,
genie maker? What the
pardon?
hell is that?
That's what I
A
make.
genie
That's
maker?
Arnatini. ARAN.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He makes snack balls. That's what he makes.
Oh, it makes snacks. Oh, okay.
Right. I
Okay.
make rice balls with flavor in the middle.
Yeah.
So, and, so just saying, oh, you're just a rice ball maker. Well, what's
I
your
think
point?
that's when you tell him. That's when you tell him, well, you can shove your mouth with my rice balls and shut up.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say it to him, and I'm pretty sure he is. Like I believe he was on disability. Like I could have been very insulting back and said, "I'm just an genie maker. Well, you're on disability, so like, what's your point?"
Yeah, like you know how many like creatives, did most of their early work while also doing some other job.
Right.
Like how many big creatives? Like that's such a weird thing to say to somebody.
Right. It's like, okay, what does that got to do with anything?
I guess it's supposed to be on low intelligence or something like that.
Oh.
But
Oh.
not that these mean anything. I've taken a few of the IQ tests online, and I always score.
Oh yeah, I don't trust any of those.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I score high on them, like
People,
high
just because
intelligence
somebody
next
knows.
to genius.
Yeah. Do you ever notice that people that are really smart also lack a lot of common sense?
Some
Right.
of them do.
I don't believe in common sense.
You don't believe in common sense, but common sense don't believe in you. How you like them apples?
That's fine. I don't care if something I don't believe in believes in me.
Okay.
No, because what common sense is, it's an illusion. Right? And you could still refer to the illusion as common sense. But common sense is just cultural knowledge. That's all it is. We used to pass it down through fables and fairy tales. And you would teach it to kids
Right.
when they're really young. We don't do that as reliably anymore. But if common sense as a cultural knowledge would vary from like different parts of the world, they would have different
Okay.
things they would consider common sense. And I think one of the reasons it feels like people are lacking common sense now is because we're in this like cultural mixing, not even like a melting pot, right? Because then everything would melt down to the same knowledge.
Every stupid
But
thing
it's
has to be documented.
yeah, but it's more of like
They're
this
doing something
cultural
stupid,
like
so they film it still. Yeah.
cafeteria plate. So if you're not in the same like section of the cafeteria plate, you would have a different set of cultural knowledge than the person next door, and they would be like, "Why don't you have common sense?" It's like, well, we've got different things what we consider common sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I mean is things that you should know that you don't do or do. Some of these people who are really smart don't seem to know how to do.
Yeah. Well, and hello, Alpha. And yes, we have Metal and Timothy on the panel, Alpha. But
Yeah.
common sense, I would think it'd be stuff like that would cross boundary, cultural lines. Like 2 + 2 is 4.
Oh no. Yeah, well, I mean,
Well-
that's arithmetic. That's not common sense.
Or common sense would tell you that you don't carry a lot of money in a high crime area, something like that.
Maybe, right?
Yeah.
But what is the concept of a high crime area? Because that might vary.
Good
from
chance
culture
of
to
getting
culture.
robbed. A good chance of getting robbed in public in front of people.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to consider. But there might be places where they don't consider that a high crime area. And the actual common sense wouldn't be necessarily don't bring a lot of money with you. It might be always travel in large groups,
That might be another thing.
right? Stuff like that will vary.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you don't have large groups, then carry something with you like a knife.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, Cross, so you don't get canceled.
That you can't say 2 + 2 anymore. It's a dog whistle.
Oh, 2 + 2 equals these nuts.
Got him.
Yeah, that there's something just in and itself, like a lot of things, like, certain things, it's common sense, that men are usually stronger than women. Somehow that gets.
Oh. Yeah.
But you can lose that
I mean-
perspective when you live in a society where physicality just never comes into play and people forget about it.
I guess I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many.
It's weird. It's weird when you come across those things because, like, at work, I guess there is somebody transitioning from supposedly from a woman to a man. Now I do janitorial in the mornings. I'm cleaning the
Yeah.
bathrooms. I'm cleaning the men's room. She walks into one of the stalls and uses it. I'm like, what the hell did I just witness?
Dude,
It's
I
weird.
hate cleaning women's restrooms. They are always way
Oh, I
dirtier
know.
than the men's every time.
I know, right? It's like, what did a cat go in here and just start shredding paper everywhere?
Yeah.
What is up with that?
It's
And the sad part
shit.
is you always give the women the nicer restrooms and they treat it even worse than the men do.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the shredder.
Women's restrooms are
So
even worse here in Texas. Alpha, those are the ones that I used to have to clean. all of my
Oh yeah.
experience cleaning women's restrooms were when I lived in Texas for 30 years.
I worked at Brookshire Brothers in Salado.
Alpha says lots of
Oh, yeah,
Latino
yeah.
women don't flush the toilet. That, you know what? That could be because I was down in Guatemala, and well, actually, they do flush the
Oh, good
toilet.
Lord.
They do flush the toilet there.
I'm just saying that story kind of goes into a really gross area, doesn't it? I was in Guatemala.
But
Go ahead,
no,
I'm
what I
sorry.
was gonna say, when I was in Guatemala, you did not put the toilet paper in the toilet. There was a basket that you put it in
Ew.
because the pipes were too small to take the toilet paper.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to take it. It would clog.
So you, instead of wiping your butt and just dropping it in the toilet paper in the toilet, you put it in a waste basket, and it was clean like every day.
To be
or
fair,
whatever.
we used to do that for the longest time, right? Even once we got the flushable toilets, like the
we
toilet
should
paper would still go
probably
into a basket.
should probably apologize to the folks tuning in. We're talking about toilets now, folks.
Yeah. No, okay, so here's the reason though, right? At worst, when you're dealing with guys, it might be like urine on the floor more often than not, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you get some fecal matter on the seat, but that's rarer.
Right.
Women, the restroom is not just a place where they go to to use the restroom, right? We go in there with a purpose. For women, it is a stop, and they might do multiple things in there. They also have other bodily functions I don't feel like mentioning on stream, but everybody knows what they are that they also
Right.
have to deal with in the restroom. But on top of that, they also do their makeup in the restroom and they fix a lot of things. And you'll end up with like toilet paper or paper towels or whatever just covered in makeup from removing to be able to fix it and put new stuff on. They just
Right.
do more things in the restroom to cause more of a mess.
Exactly. Precisely. I guess they figure because it's not their bathroom, they can destroy it any way they want and walk out.
Oh, no. They do it to their own bathroom too. It's just they eventually have to clean it.
Uh. So, Rick, the Canadian Shield third issue, did you get that all fixed and squared away?
Yeah, I'm getting new copies of it, and sometime probably early in the next week, and then I will be putting out sending out new copies to everybody.
You could call it the Canadian Shield issue 3 Liam Gray edition. Because the pages are in the wrong order.
No, that's production
Right.
order, and they are now $10 cons.
Oh, okay. Hey, Rick's smart. See, he realized. Well, I effed these up, so I'm gonna charge more for them, and tell
Hey,
people they're
I did not F them up. I'm sorry.
production error.
I hate to put the blame on, but it was the printer that messed them up. I gave him the right file. He messed up it. He printed it right. He just somehow flipped it. I'm not saying how, and but he was good, and he printed them up. Is reprinting them up for. It's not costing me a thing. The only thing it's costing me is I gotta send out new, copies to everybody that got one. So
I guess that's good.
but that's part of his business. When an F up like that happens, he's got to deal with it, and sometimes he has to pay a price like that. It's like any business, you F up, you got to pay the price, to keep the clientele happy,
Yeah. Yep. I just finished. I had to redo my entire LinkedIn tree. Now it's got all the links to all the books.
Alpha says, nah, the goofs should be free or discounted. Yeah, but see, I see that goofs are going to be worth more in the future because I'll end up printing up a whole lot more of the right printed ones thing. So,
see, that speculation assumes that your comics are going to be worth any more than they're already worth in the future.
well, I'm speculating they are.
Well, I mean, like it's brilliant in the fact that he could say, "Well, these are manufacturer errors," and people go, "Oh, those might be rare. I'll get one of those."
Yeah. I'm going to have the regular one for $5, the regular one to get for $5. And anybody like anybody on the campaign, right, that bought a copy, right, and got the messed up version, they get to keep it for free. It's not costing them anymore to keep it. I'm just doing this now that when I go to cons.
Yeah, see, it's like, oh, well, you got you have the normal one. Well, mine is I have the manufacturer error edition. See, the 3 pages here are out of order. See, that's how you know. And it's signed. You have a signed copy with manufacturers? I don't think so.
Well, some people would. Some of the people on the campaign got their comic signed, and well, honestly, most people don't want goofs. They want sell for more. You're right. That's why I'm putting them for more. Most people don't want the goofs. So the people that do, well, I'm making them pay more.
Evil genius.
Personally,
Yeah,
I feel like if a comic had my signature on it, it should actually be worth less than if it didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even if it was a comic I made. And I defaced the comic now. It's worthless.
How can I live with myself? Mm. I don't know if you can make anything sound impressive if you word it differently. Oh, you have the original issue 3. Well, I have. Well, you really want the ones with the manufacturers. Nobody else got those.
Because I'm the type of person, I don't like my comics to come pre-signed.
You don't like yours?
Because,
Oh.
yeah, and it's because, like, probably because I don't see a monetary value in somebody's signature, like, at all. I, I think it's something that's worthless. So the actual value comes
Right.
from it, the experience of maybe like meeting the person and getting it signed, which you also cannot put a price on that. So I'd much rather have a clean copy of something that I can get signed in person as like a memento of that experience.
Yeah, which
I did a few. I did a
uh,
few. Let's see. In-store book signings. So when people showed up,
Yeah, see,
I
that's
saw.
cool.
Yeah. And honestly, the weird thing is, it's not the individual books that people really like. People were more interested in getting the bundles. That means so that's like one of everything.
Yeah, yeah. It's
So I
easier to
ended
sell
up like,
bundles in person too.
yeah, it was I sold like what 3 or 4 bundles the last time. I mean, a lot of it was just bundles, really. So far, that's the top seller. I have to try to get issue 4 done for a in-store book signing again at Rubiot's
Rick,
sometime in
yeah,
March.
what is with this hand?
it's messed up. I
Yeah,
know.
what's up with the hand?
I'm not even trying. I'm just making it look somewhat.
He looks like he
Uh,
has a knife made out of rubber, and he's bending it in his hand.
well, it's supposed to be a boomerang.
Oh,
He's got a dislocated thumb.
well, he broke it because he held the knife wrong.
Boomerang.
Okay, potato, potato.
There's a major difference between a boomerang and a knife.
Throwing stick.
Throwing,
Yeah,
yeah, throwing
w-
sharp thingy.
one you throw and it comes back to you. The other you throw, it doesn't come back to you. Then again,
Well, let's
it
zoom out and
depends.
see this boomerang.
Really though, the boomerang, the toy ones that are meant to come back to you, aren't particularly good weapons. You want
Yeah.
the
No, they're
boomerangs
very
that don't come back to you.
yeah. You want to be able to kind of dig them out of the body after you're done decapitating them.
Yeah. Well, they're more for like blunt damage, like conking something from a distance.
Oh, not
But
the,
you can
can't
kill
aren't
something
some
that way.
yeah. Don't they have some that are like sharp around the edges, or is that just a work of fiction?
I mean, you can sharpen it, but it's still probably for the most part not going to go that deep into somebody.
Right. Yeah, that's too skinny for a boomerang.
And like I said, I wasn't.
I'm not concerned with the boomerang actually. I'm more concerned with the fact that the thumb is somehow overlapping backwards over the boomerang when that's like the boomerang should be going over the thumb and out of the fingers.
Well, the thumb should always be kind of on top when you're
Yeah,
a little on
I
top of the
probably like I
finger.
said, I probably wasn't. Well, I definitely wasn't thinking. I was just trying to get this done. uh,
I just think boomerangs are usually they're thicker in the middle and then skinnier around the edges
Joshua
and
says
more
you should try
curved.
trying.
You try. Oh, but who wants to try?
still trying to
Requires too
fix
much
it.
trying. Trying's for suckers. Kidding.
Ew, we don't want to hear you
Yep,
doing
it's,
that.
You can try
Doing-
so hard and you can get so far, but in the end, it doesn't really matter.
And
Alpha says Bushmen use them for killing
Nice.
kangaroos.
oh, well, they need to be like Liam Gray and use their bare hands.
But the ones that they used for basically, again, for kangaroo, they was mostly blunt damage. The ones that they used for getting kangaroo were bigger on one side than the other. They were basically like crooked clubs that were just like airfoils. And those things were not meant for returning. They would fly a very far distance. They would conk the thing and it'd be dead.
Yeah, but
And
conk
you can get
something.
it to go like
Yeah,
anywhere
mostly.
between like 1 to 200 meters too, if you're a good throw.
Yeah, most likely. I will agree. If it's conking something, it ain't coming back to you. It's a boomerang.
Yeah, but it wasn't like designed to come back either.
I mean, some people kill the kangaroos with their bare hands.
Oh yeah, yeah. People overestimate how tough kangaroos are. I would mess a kangaroo up. Not that I'd want to, you know, like it'd have to start beef with me. I'm not gonna go out of my way and like try to fight a kangaroo. But if it was getting all up on me, like that guy would be put down.
The thing would be put down.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say that
You
guy
heard it here
because
first, folks.
it's
Mel's
mostly
got
gonna be
beef with
like a
kangaroos.
male in rut or something if he's starting something.
Like I said, you heard it here
Yeah.
first, folks. Metal has beef with kangaroos. They know what they did.
So that's why we haven't seen Marsupial lately? No, it's because he's been A, busy, like super busy, and B, his voice has been even worse again somehow. So for the most part, he just doesn't feel like coming on calls and stuff. We think it was a fungal infection again. We think it's gone. He just has to recover. So hopefully he doesn't get another one in the meantime while he's recovering.
Did he get the fungal infection from his friend?
I have no idea how he keeps getting these. He seems to. It's something apparently, according to him, he's never had until he started living in Arizona. But he seems to be particularly susceptible to like fungal infections because he's had more than one. And also, while they're easily confused, marsupials like avatar or whatever is not a kangaroo. So technically he doesn't even belong in this conversation. It's a wallaby. Like Rocco.
Yeah, but they're both marsupials, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. But so is a possum.
True.
The only native North American marsupial, the best marsupial, possums are great. They take care of a lot of pests. You want possums around.
Uh, Alpha. Well, you probably just woke up, Alpha. So I was gonna ask how you get any more to page 1 done. I really do like those first couple panels. Alpha says
That is
I
true.
heard.
Possums can't get rabies. They are immune to rabies.
No, I have to get my due to my real job first. Well, hopefully, eventually, Cross Comics will be your real job, but unfortunately, not yet.
Oh, you'd have to be making a heck of a lot more money than you are now.
Well, yeah, you really got to get yourself out there. It's really about building that audience first. First audience, then the money. Which is why I've been trying to build email lists for try to get more I guess customers that way. So I'll get a huge email list and I'll just email every month the information of what books are coming out and
Yeah,
what conventions they'll try to be at.
I
Then I
did.
got another email list for specifically for people to for certain people to get the books first before I get to everybody else. I'm trying out. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So, for when I get to Snowdrift 3, I've got a new artist for it already. Not that we don't like Alpha, what he's doing, but, you know, I don't think he wants to be doing two of my comics.
You can't overload them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially two.
And it's kind of cool to have like.
Go ahead.
It's kind of good to have two different artists for two different books. That way, they look kind of like they have their own flavor.
Yeah.
Or you just be me. I just draw things in a bunch of different styles. And people ask me, it's like, oh, is this a different artist? Like, no, it's still me. I just don't like drawing the same all the time. It's boring.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm actually working on something. I'm finally getting back to working on that magazine I said I was going to work on.
Oh, yeah.
The reason it got pushed off was just because life was crazy, you know?
Yeah.
First, my mom died. Then I ended up moving all over the place. And I had to get to a point where I felt like I could work on it.
Yeah, I get that.
So there's a bunch of stuff that I need to do. But a lot of the stuff, I think, because I'm making the magazine even bigger than it was before. Very, very bold, very probably stupid idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. But before the physical magazine gets made, I am probably going to work on each of the individual stories that will be in it piecemeal and sell them digitally first. So one of the ones that I needed to work on was the most requested one in the user survey, which was case file redacted. And that one will probably just go up on like Global Comics or something for sale digital first. Apparently everybody wanted to read that one.
Okay, I forget
Which is the one
now.
about like a it was like a Men in Black style kind of like paranormal containment agency that was sent on a mission to hunt a witch in the Black Forest of Germany. That's like the basic story of the issue.
That old chestnut.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you wouldn't happen to take submissions from people that may want to like preview a book they're doing in one of your books?
It's not something I've considered doing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Maybe I would allow like a guest thing after the first volume was done, you know, but I'd like to at least establish it first.
I
Yeah.
see. I see.
I was gonna say he
I've
didn't
been
say he
doing
was
that a little bit, too.
opposed to it. Hey, look, it's Raggedy Man. Long time no see,
Oh my
Raggedy.
god, I haven't seen Raggedy in forever.
I
Sup, Raggedy?
actually he was in here a couple month ago or so. I forget. So
Name sounds familiar. Has he been in this chat before at the same time I have?
not
Raggedy
sure.
used to be around all the time,
Yeah,
way back.
Oh, I see.
yeah. I'm just not sure.
I just assumed life got busy.
Well, obviously, life tends to get that way. Yeah, I've been doing let's see, Flip City magazine. I have a part of that one story from of Zed and Odysseus in that one, and then there was like another magazine. They were doing a bunch of Crom stories that I tried to get like the first 10 pages of Melvin 4 in there, but they weren't opposed to it. They just said there's more like fantasy based stories, like kind of like Crom. So
Oh,
they
well,
said if you
see,
had
my
anything else.
magazine is specifically an X Dynamis Chaos magazine, which is why, like, I wouldn't be against in future ones doing a guest feature that was specifically labeled as a guest feature, as long
Right.
as I was able to make that clear. But literally everything else in the magazine will be canon to X Dynamis Chaos.
I get that. I get that. There we go. I'm using my wireless earbuds. Sometimes the
Yeah.
other one doesn't turn on.
EDK magazine.
It was just an idea. I kind of decided to try. It might be a good idea of getting more readers. Kind of like how Image would always like preview another book in another book.
Oh
You'd
yeah,
have
yeah.
like you'd have Youngblood 2, and then you flip around. There's a preview for Shadowhawk.
Oh yeah, I put the really really old original first page for On Tour with Mitch and Sandy in the back of trying to remember. I think it was X Dynamis Chaos episode 3. I think that's the one it was in.
Oh,
Where it
really?
looked like a Deke cartoon. Yeah, it introduced the two characters of Mitch and Sandy. Which the new
Cool.
version of that, I mean, it's still the same script, the same panels. It's just drawn completely differently.
Now, how many years have you been doing this, like these types of magazines?
Oh, this is my first one doing it as a magazine.
Well, I mean, like these, the whole X Dynamis Chaos thing on your website and such.
Oh,
You have to have like volumes by now.
well, I had to take some hiatus on it, but within the first year, I got like first year I got 4 chapters out, and then I have 5 completed chapters for X Dynamis Chaos. I've got nearly 6 completed. I've stalled doing other things. I just need to finish one page. Literally only have to finish one page, and the 6th chapter is done, comic-wise. I am more of a novelist than I am a comic creator, though. So the novelized version of X Dynamis Chaos is much further, which people can read the web novels on the site as well. I also
I'm
have
just saying.
the completed version of Realms and Relics is up to issue 1, which is like 50 pages ish. That took some time to do, so people could read that. I definitely have way more than like a volume's worth of comics on the website.
Yeah, it's just like I say. Are you gonna do like a trade paperback of everything you've done?
I've thought about doing because the first 4 or every 4 chapters of X Dynamis Chaos, which is 3 EDK, 1 Hymn of Valor interlude chapter, is considered a volume. There's about 100 pages between those. I've thought about making that volumized every time that's finished. I just haven't actually made it for people to purchase yet.
Because as soon as my 4th issue is done, that's enough for a trade paperback. And
Yeah, that's
if I do
basically the same.
if I have someone do a cover, at first I wanted somebody really good, somebody you could shell out money for like one time because you can afford it one time or something special. Well, I tried to contact Rainey Stakowski. Rainey draws. She does that
Yeah, yeah.
fiendish. Of course she doesn't. She's probably too busy to answer. And so I thought that Christian Rossi guy would be kind of cool to. Because I do at least I did actually talk to him a bit. If I could have him draw like the cover for the trade paperback. Who knows?
I think
mean, I've never.
for X Dynamis Chaos, but the difference is I actually am the artist for that comic. I would probably do the trade cover for that too. But I'm also a stickler. I know a lot of people want like to sell the good cover, and I do think the covers should be better than the interior art. I just usually like the same artist to do it because I want the covers to also reflect the interior art.
Yeah. So there's my Daredevil, Liam Gleason version from the 1940s.
Oh, hello, Fizz.
So I will be needing to fix that up at some point. I saved it. Is in Discord.
Yeah, Fizz Chozo.
Alpha's like, that's
He's mute.
Daredevil? It's like, yes, that's a Daredevil. There have been multiple.
Yes, this is from Liam Gleason. Comics back in the 1940s.
What is with that belt though? Is that like a spike in front, a spike in the side?
There's all sorts of
and a
spikes
spike
on
in
it.
the-
I wasn't getting how to do the spikes good, but here I'll show you. Should be able to kind of point it.
In fact, the Marvel Daredevil is not even remotely close to being the first superhero named Daredevil.
Yeah. But when you say Daredevil, it's the most iconic that where everyone thinks of that Daredevil first, and not the red and yellow one, but the
I can hear you now.
completely red one.
Can you hear me?
Unfortunately.
Sorry, I had connection issues. I was like, what the hell's going on?
When I think of Daredevils, I think of Evil Knievel.
I mean, that's literally the most famous Daredevil, world's most famous Daredevil.
Yeah, well, see, there's he had a spiked belt back in.
It's like, well, when someone think of chef, they think of Gordon Ramsay. Who they think of when they think chef?
No.
I think Jack Tripper.
I think Emerald Lagasse is probably the first one that pops in my head. Maybe Bobby Flay second.
So yeah, for
What's
some
the name of
reason.
that? What about Paula Dean?
Oh, see, Alpha's with me. He says, I think BAM, which is what Emerald used to say all the time.
Yeah, for some reason they gave this Daredevil spiked belt.
However, the spikes go all the way around.
Yeah, and
by the way, I'm down. I know a chance got to say this, but episode 2 of Romo and Crumb might not have much Romo and Crumb in it.
Okay.
I kind of root myself to a corner here. So.
I probably need to
All
even draw more spikes, Alpha, but I'm not going to at this point. And yeah, you're right. At some point, I might revisit these public domain and fix stuff in my drawings.
Most
He
mentions
ran out of money. He could get spikes to go all the way around.
Anyways, what were you saying, Fitzchoso?
Episode 2 of Rumble and Crim might not have much Rumble and Crim in it.
Well,
I
that I
kind of
think
wrote myself some points.
think that would probably be a little funny in some ways.
Like I don't think like if I can't make the plane, I might as well just have some side characters who she see his ship pass. Yeah, that's the thing. It's gonna take a long time to animate it, of course, but but however you do start animating. But it's like and then
Alpha says right with a destination.
I have a destination, but I don't. Yeah, I just yeah. I don't think I can physically do it right now. That's the thing.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I wanted Dillard to voice this other character in the second episode as well, but then and I just can't render. But I can't even render the planet, so I can't. Voice just
Who
perfect.
knows what he's up to these days? Like kind of
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. What he's
disappeared from
doing
the
there.
internet.
Family stuff.
Family stuff.
Yes, he's up to family stuff.
That's all we're gonna know, right? Is that official that you know, or just?
That is the most I know.
It makes
I
sense.
don't even know any details to be able to say otherwise.
Well, yeah, I'd imagine that comes before anything he does. I think.
Yeah.
Alpha says, the cartel's got Dillard.
No, I know he's alive. He said like, was it
Merry
either Merry Christmas
Christmas.
or Happy New Year.
Merry
Yeah, like he
Christmas.
said it very recently, so
Yeah,
we know he's
but
alive.
yeah, he said Merry Christmas in his Discord.
Plus,
live stream. Not Discord.
doesn't Dillard
His Twitter DM chat.
Canada? Like, doesn't Dillard live in Canada? Like,
No.
like I don't think the cartel even operates up there.
No. Rick lives in Canada. Dillard lives in California.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not. It doesn't get any better. I mean, Rick lives in Canada, and Dillard's California.
I could see
so
how people
it
who
doesn't
don't
get-
know Dillard very well might assume he lives in Canada because he made a story about a Canadian character, but that's just because his character happened to share a little micro bubble with one of Rick's characters first. That's the only reason why it takes place in Canada.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yes, it's
It
thanks
started
to.
off as a joke, too.
Yeah, and it's
And it
thanks.
started off as a joke.
Yeah, it's thanks to
Yeah, I know.
the Canadian Shield and me that you have the buckler.
You saw Canadian Shield sidekick at first. I got it. I know. Story. And I thought that Dillard met Rick personally.
Oh yeah,
They have
we've
met. Rick went down to him.
yeah, I went there in September 2023, just after my mom died.
Did you visit him a few times?
No. Although I was
okay.
Although I was scheduled to go down there anyways before my mom died, so that's why I went down, just because it was already scheduled. No, but I have been to California one other time before that, and well, I didn't know Dillard then.
But Dillard also helped you run a booth, right?
Well, I won't say he helped me run it, but he was at the booth that I had in Alpha Omega Con.
I see. I see.
You know, like I was
Rick, we
there.
need to
So,
schedule you for like a Phoenix Comic Con or something like that, and you can hang with me and Marsupial.
yeah, I would like that, and I'm like, I wanna, I would like to this year. Like I've already got 4 cons planned. There's something called the Jesus Festival. I would like to go to that. I'd like to do Alpha Omega Con again this year. Um, would like to get down to Athol to in October. I think it'll be for their comic book festival. That's with Chris and Diana from Hero Shack.
Mhm.
But I am going to Saskatoon in May for the Comic Con that they have in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. So, and I would like to this year, but I doubt I'm going to do it, is go to Montreal Comic Con because of doing the Flame. The Flame coming out this year. I would think it would be neat to do that because he's based in
And how good
Montreal.
is your Canadian French?
It's trash. It's no good at all.
Okay.
Shame on you.
Hey, at least I could admit it.
See. Oh, I can't
But-
even speak this.
Yeah, it's probably
Well,
still the best Canadian French out of anybody here in this panel.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Yeah.
I will be at Retro XCon in Idaho Falls because I already got the booth. All I gotta do is make hotel reservations and boogie on up there via Greyhound.
Yeah.
Yeah, we recently got paid to teach somebody how to use Blender. That's barely any money, but if I still can't get a job by the end of this year, I'll probably just leave the country. So I just want you to know that.
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You need money to leave the country too, though. Just to let you know.
But I'd like to, yeah, I'd like to get down to Arizona, do something there. I'd like to get down to Florida, do something in Florida. There's a few people
Yeah,
I know
Florida's
there.
cool. I know tons of
When
people.
are you gonna come to the? When are you gonna come to the Northwest? The real Northwest.
I don't know.
Well,
He went to Edmonton. I don't think you get much more northwest than that.
Well, yeah, I was in
Oh, I'm talking
Edmonton
about,
for like a night. I
Yeah.
wasn't there for con. I was just passing through to go to Saskatoon Con. Although I would like to go there for con too as well.
I mean, there are places more northwest than that, but they're basically the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I'm in Idaho, so I'm not in the real Northwest. I'm talking about Washington State when I say the real Northwest.
Yeah.
But you know,
Because when people think the Northwest, what do they think? They think Seattle.
Oh, see, I think of Vancouver.
Yeah,
Canada.
but ask
the American
anybody
side.
Northwest. Yeah, ask anybody when you think Northwest, you think Seattle. That's all people know over here is where is Tacoma? Oh, it's not too far away from Seattle.
Do people in Seattle always wear raincoats?
No,
No,
but
because it
they
don't rain
do
all the
often
time.
always have like, you know, those smaller like pop-up umbrellas that you can get that they can fit inside like
Yeah,
your bag or your pocket. People do often bring those around because while it doesn't rain all the time, it does rain more frequently there than most places.
true. True. And it's not all at once, but it's spread out through like several weeks
Yeah.
with periodic breaks. Yeah, here and there. So
Yeah.
if you're walking somewhere, your day's gonna get ruined.
But if you really wanted to avoid the rain, you'd have a worse time in like North Florida than you would in Seattle. It rains there like every single day.
Idaho ain't any better either because but they also have like
Wait,
when it rains.
Wayne's North Florida every day. Then how come is it flooded or something? Is this floods common
Okay.
there? Oh, I go
No,
swamp.
you have to understand. One, North Florida is a swamp already, so it's
Oh
already
yeah,
covered in
swamp.
water.
Yeah, it's
But
always flooded
also,
already.
it's the nature of the rain, right? It's not a lot. It's so humid there and so hot that once it hits like the peak of the day, right around like 1-2 o'clock, the
just
sky
evaporates
literally
again.
has to release some water, And so it rains briefly, and then yes, it'll evaporate again, and you just get a cycle of
Immediately.
a brief
Okay.
rain every single day.
Okay. Oh, I got it now.
They call it the wetlands.
It's swamp. So yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
They
I've
really do.
never personally been to Florida, even though I was supposed to be set in Florida. So
I've been to Florida once.
Where in Florida did you go, Rick?
Disney World.
Okay, so you were up in the Everglades.
Yeah.
although I live in Georgia, which is right above Florida, so
I've been there too.
Oh, yeah.
South Florida.
Yeah, me, my dad, and my cousin Ed. We went. I think it was 1999, if I remember correctly, from my dad. Went down to Disney World. It was my Christmas present. Disney World.
I've only been to Disneyland.
I feel sorry for you.
Oh, okay.
Because it meant you had to go to California.
Yeah, I know.
Well, not just that, but
Also,
Disney, Disneyland is so much smaller than Disney World. Last time I heard Disneyland fits in Disney World's parking lot.
I don't remember much about it. I remember I went on the Star Tours thing, Space Mountain, Thunder Mountain Railroad, and while walking to it, somebody threw a water balloon at me. It hit me.
by the way, I've been doing research on animal lineages, and by the way, Meadow, you were wrong when you were wrong when you said spiders are crustaceans. They're not.
Aren't they closely related?
No. Okay. What kind of? Well, I gotta explain this. All arachnids are of the same lineage as horseshoe crabs. Yes, horseshoe crabs are as distant related to crustaceans as are to bony fish. I think they're even more distant.
Yeah, and this is according to evolution, of course.
Yes, but only in the distant cousin sense. Okay.
Well, I don't think arachnids even evolved from crustaceans. Arachnids evolved
They came from horseshoe crabs, or not from horseshoe crabs themselves, but the same ancestor as them.
Yeah, and the thing is, horseshoe. Yeah, but the thing is, the arachnid, horseshoe crabs are the oldest arachnids around, but they didn't, but they don't evolve from crustaceans. They evolved from the ancestors of crustaceans. So
yeah.
So now,
Either that or they were created all individually by God.
Yeah, but
exactly.
But the thing is, spiders are related to crustaceans as we are stingrays.
Yeah. It's very, very distant.
But it's in a sense you're still eating a sea spider when you eat a crab.
No.
No.
In a sense.
If you're the type of person that uses the word bug for all of those, you can say you're eating a sea bug. Though from a taxonomical perspective, bugs are a very specific type of insect. But people colloquially refer to everything, all the creepy crawlies.
All arthropods. All arthropods. But
and don't crabs have 10 legs?
There's an animal called sea spiders who are one of few existing sea arachnids. They're all actual sea spiders.
Yeah,
they're just called sea spiders.
There's some spooky ones in the Arctic.
Don't crabs have like 10 appendages or legs?
You don't need to look at it this way.
So they couldn't even be arachnids because that would be 8.
Arachnids have lungs. Yeah, if you don't know, actual lungs.
Yeah,
they call them.
And also, not all arachnids only have 8 limbs. It's specifically the family that we call spiders. There are tons of arachnids that have more. And even then, you could argue that spiders have more than 10 limbs because people don't realize that the front of a spider that looks like a mouth, like the mandibles, are actually just limbs.
Well, their legs evolve with the jaws.
Yeah.
But then again, scorpions also have 8 legs as well. So
Yeah, but they have a lot of limbs in general.
Mm. Mm.
But there's also other things, right? There's ticks, which ticks have different number of limbs at different parts of their life because ticks go through different forms. And ticks are arachnids. There's tons of different arachnids out there. Not all
Yeah.
of them are like spiders.
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the problem is it is better just to say they're all arthropods.
Yeah, arthropods. They're
It's hard
arthropods.
to distinguish which came first, spider or crustacean, because they have a common ancestor, but we don't really know what the common ancestor is like to say if one was more like one than the other. It is probably better just to say that they're distant cousins.
Yeah.
And that's also why, like, you can say that insects are almost like land crustaceans because insects are more closely related to crustaceans than they are to, say, spiders because they come from that line. But they're so distant that it is rough to even try to say that spiders and crustaceans are the same things or just
Yeah.
arachnids in them. But you go back far enough, it's really hard to tell what their common ancestor was. You just know that they have a common ancestor.
I know they have a common ancestor, but the Lobopodians, I think.
Yeah,
I
we
know
just
what
don't know
exactly-
much about them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh.
And Rick is just listening like, it's all nonsense.
When will they shut up? I want to talk about the Canadian Shield some more, damn it.
No, I was probably thinking of ending because I want to get ready to go on Chris's stream in a bit, and I know Metal's probably want to get his stream together for just after 10.
Oh yeah, but that's a while from now. But I do probably want to maybe shower and eat beforehand, so that would still be a good call regardless.
Yeah. So anything you want to promote, Metal?
Well, I guess since I brought it up at some point, or we were talking about it, maybe I'll just promote my global comics specifically for X Dynamis Chaos. If people want to read my stuff in probably the best comic reader that you have digitally out there is Global Comics, so people should check that out. When I do end up finishing some of these digital first comics, that will probably be the first place you're able to buy it if I don't also put PDFs up on my own site. So I'm going to promote my Global Comics today, and that's it.
Tim?
Oh, there. Yes, Melvin 4 will be coming out soon, this year. I put the link to my LinkedIn tree and your Discord and the chat, which has all the links to every book I've done so far. So click on that link and it'll take you to like a LinkedIn tree that has all the books. No fuss, no muss.
Fitzgerald, anything you want to promote?
No, I have nothing to promote yet.
Okay. And I will also
Goodbye, everybody.
promote my Global Comics. You can now you can read the Ashcan for free up there. You can read Canadian Shield 1 up there for free, which is also available off my website to watch for free. And of course, I will be back tomorrow morning doing up some in Sector 1. And then we will be back tomorrow night for the Silhouette game. We are doing vehicles tomorrow. I'd say famous vehicles, but I'm not sure whether they're famous or not. But they're various vehicles from cartoons, comic books, maybe video games. So hopefully you will, and movies, and TV. So hopefully you will enjoy that. So thanks very much for everybody coming on that came on. And we'll see you all tomorrow. God bless. And just go over to Hero Shack. I'll be over there.